I know that I have this long distance view of it. You just seem to have handled fame at a young age in sort of a very classy way. And that's at least how it appears to me. I've actually I've thought about this a lot, which is I'm not a big drug person, meaning really not at all. But I've long held that probably the most powerful drug in the world is fame. And letting kids have access to it is I have very mixed feelings about it. It's such a powerful thing, and it often doesn't go well. You being famous at 14, 15, 16, that's got to have been something to navigate.
Yeah, I don't think I always had a lot of objectivity or the ability to really analyze myself at those times, those younger ages.
Mm-hmm.
So I never really felt famous. I still forget a lot, and I was never really comfortable with it. So for me, it did never feel like power. It sort of felt like something I had to navigate. Like when I used to live over in Los Feliz in the Oaks, and I would drive around when I was in my 20s, and I was, I'm a small person. And so being a young woman, very small, and having people follow me or talk to me, strangers approach me and stuff, felt very threatening at the time.
Yeah.
So I did I played this mental game where I pretended that my dad was just this doctor that everybody loved in town. And I was just Dr. Ricci's daughter. And that's why everybody was being nice to me. But not that I was famous.
Yeah.
And that everybody just really wished me well. And it worked. I became very comfortable. But then to the point where I didn't have my guard up enough. And I had to be well, we have to end that now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the paparazzi thing, did that freak you out when
you were young? I did not enjoy that. Just because people, they'll follow you all the way home.
Yeah.
And I lived by myself. And that felt very threatening. And I found there was a liquor store on the corner of Victor's that's right across the street from the Gelsons over on up there. And Rick was this guy who always worked in there. He was always smoking a cigarette. And he's the only person I would ever call me Chris. And if anyone ever followed me, I'd pull into the liquor store and I'd go tell Rick, and Rick would come out and chase them off so I could drive home. Mm-hmm. And then one time, my sister and I lived together in our 20s, and there was actually a man that would come and sit outside the house and leave notes on my car and stuff. And sometimes we'd be ready to go to dinner, but he'd be out there waiting, and we'd be oh man. So we would just turn off all the lights and wait until he left.
Oh, that's not good.
No. But so fame was it was great. I could get into any restaurant, and I never had problems getting into clubs and all that stuff. But it also was there were just logistical and security issues that to me loomed larger in my mind than the actual fun of being famous.
Well, I also think this is something that I don't take into account, which is I am very I don't ever feel threatened physically by people around because I'm 6'4" and a guy, and I just don't even think about it. I'm very physical myself, meaning I'm not afraid to shake hands with strangers or whatever, mix it up a little bit. But I'm constantly reminded that if you're not my size, and if you're a woman, especially if you're a young woman, it's a completely different feeling when people are around. And it's not welcome, and it probably sets off all kinds of different alarms, whatever.
Well, I think it just depends, But yeah, I did feel threatened a lot. And I still am a person who's very paranoid and safety conscious. So I still will feel a little threatened if a strange man walks up to me and touches me or starts I don't know, follows me to my car. I don't like that.
You maced me when I came in to say hello to you at the podcast. And you kept doing and then your publicist said it's Conan, and you said, "Oh, I know."
Oh, okay.
And then you took out a separate bottle.
Oh no!
Yeah, that said extra strength. And you really went to town.
Oh man!
What the fuck was that all about?